Okay, I am back. I was out in the garage, so it's chilly today, so I just put on a kind of a heavier sweatshirt. So, but here, let me show this before I open. I'm going to try this matte varnish from Wise Owl Paint. Again, this is the first time I'm using this product. So far, I love the paint. I really do like the paint, and I decided I'm just gonna put the clear varnish on top because I just like the color. I think it's really pretty. So can you see, there's the lid. I shook it a little before. It's kind of a milky. And this is a water-based varnish, so you can just clean out your brushes. Just clean it out like you normally would any brush. And so I'm just using another zebra paintbrush. And I'm just gonna now, I'm not going to be able to do this with this table here on this video because it'll need time to dry. But you can, depending on the finish and what it feels like, sometimes after you're putting a top coat on, you need to do a really fine, oh good, that you guys can totally see where I've been here, sanding between coats. So I would use like a 320 or the highest number. I mean, you're not taking off anything really. You're just smoothing it out and then applying one more coat of your top coat. In this case, it would be the varnish. And I just set that in the lid. Okay. So it would just... So this is super easy to apply. I like that. Some, like I was saying earlier, some top coats can be waxes and glazes. I actually just wrote a blog post today about different top coats and which ones I like and for what reasons. And sometimes the waxes, not so much the glazes, more the waxes, sometimes they're hard to apply. There's brushes that for them, but you gotta, I really like the wax from Dixie Belle Paint because it's not that real thick, there's a glare from that sun, sorry. The real thick glaze. So I love grabbing their wax. It is a lot easier to use. And so I like that one. I've used some other ones that are a little more thicker and take a little more elbow grease to get on. And sometimes you just need one coat of top coat. Sometimes, you know, it just kind of depends on what you're doing. If it's something that's going to get a lot of use and a lot of, you know, it's a surface that's going to get tons of use, I guess, tons of interaction, tons of, you know, people touching it or setting things on it, or then I might do two coats with a light sanding in between. And by light, I mean you're not pressing hard down or anything. You're just literally going over the surface after it's dry, going over the surface, and then a tack cloth, obviously, just or a damp cloth, just to pick up anything that came off, and then put on your last top coat. Top coats, you can kind of see where you've been, like up here, that was a good example. Just with the sheen, this is a matte top coat, and it's got a sheen when you put it on, but it's going to dry flat. So I prefer those, but there are many options. And the same thing with a top coat. So if you can see there, I'll just see if I can. So same with the top. So you see around the edge, you can get, why is that glaring like that? A lot of excess top coat, just like the paint. You don't want that. So just make sure you're checking your edges. It is clear, but if you have a bunch of, you know, a lot of excess, it will show. Again, when you're done with like one whole leg, make sure you check your edges just to make sure they're all covered and you don't have the excess. And I hear a lot that people think these projects take so long. They really don't. I mean, dry time is the biggest weight. But if you have a few projects, when you kind of work in I'm doing a lot of excess there. Why can't I get this? There we go. I did a lot of excess there so you can see that. You can kind of do them in an assembly line, really. You can prime them all, prep them all, so clean them, sand them if you need to, fix them, you know, if there's any repairs. Do that on all of them. And then you will prime them all at the same time, kind of just do one after the other. And then just kind of, the biggest weight is the dry time between your, but this, it's like, sometimes it literally is like therapy. I can't do anything else when I'm doing this, right? So, you know, I can't check emails. I can't check my, you know, Instagram. This is it. Like, I have to be focused in getting this done. So I actually look forward to it just because it's just me, the paintbrush, and the project. It makes you have to kind of slow down and just be present for a few minutes. I did flip this upside down and I got underneath really well. It was 2 coats I put on this and it covered really well. I really like this color. At first I kind of thought, well, it's kind of I don't know. I thought it was kind of a not so pretty, not really an off-white, but more kind of a yellowy off-white, if that makes sense. I'm not describing it very well, so I wasn't excited about it. But once I got 2 coats on, and it's that, I just love that kind of old world, kind of beige color. That's what this is. It's really, really pretty. So that's why I didn't wax it. I didn't put any dark wax because I thought initially I would want to kind of darken it to kind of deepen it and add more character, but not after I got the 2 coats on. I think it's a pretty color on its own. So that's why we are going with the clear coat. Okay, I have one more leg to do here. And then I will wait for it to dry and just kind of make sure it's good. The top is probably the only place where I would do like a really light sanding and then do another top coat, but I may not have to. It's just a small end table, so it's covered with this top coat, this layer. But yeah, so that's it. That's kind of I love your guys' questions. They help us plan the content that we're sharing with you guys. It lets us know what you guys need. And so just an easy, where do I even start? It's a great question on your first project. So this kind of showed you how to do that kind of start to finish on a small, easy oh, I didn't get that side. For some reason, I keep thinking this is 3 legs. It's not. A lot of these that are like this that I pick up do have 3 legs. And this is like a no odor. It's not a bad smell, this varnish, which is good. Especially since today is just way too cold for me to be working outside. So yeah, I would give the Wise Owl paint line a 10 out of 10. It is something I would use definitely along with Dixie Belle paint. So far, so good. They sent me some other things to try, and when I do try them, I will be sharing those. But sorry, it's going to be loud again. Let me know if you have any questions. Like I said, after watching this on replay, I will let this dry. I will flip it over and put a top coat on the bottom. You don't necessarily need that, but I will do that. And then check the top when it's all dry and see if I need to sand it and do another coat. Okay.